Just saw an incredible interview between Ben Shapiro and Robbie Starbuck, an activist that's actively targeting woke corporations that have these DEI initiatives internally. He recently took on Lowes, and Lowes immediately forfeited all their DEI programs. They submit him a letter, and it was over as quickly as Robbie targeted the organization and his activist movement. Is it over? This is a great interview, and Robbie brings up some great points that are worth considering. And is corporate America in DEI, is it dead? Will we see this DEI movement disappear in the coming year? If Robbie Starbuck has anything to do with it, the answer is yes.
One of the most effective conservative activists in the country, Robbie Starbuck. He's a documentary filmmaker and popular political commentator out of Tennessee. And now he's been waging an ongoing campaign against corporate DEI programs, most recently successfully with regard to Lowes. Robbie, thanks so much for joining the show. Great to talk to you. So, Robbie, this is really impressive. You targeted Lowes over their DEI programs, and they preemptively issued a letter to you basically dismantling all of them. Why don't you explain what you saw there that sort of got you exercised in the first place, and then what their response was?
Well, in general, with all these corporations, especially ones that rely on the conservative consumer, what we're seeing a lot is policies that divide people across identity politics lines. And it really just divides the workplace and pits people against each other into pools of being an oppressor or oppressed. And it's kind of funny, like if you look at the only groups who do not have ERGs, which are these micro employee groups where they've all got kind of their own vendettas that have to do with their identity politics, the only ones that don't have any groups are Christians and white people generally and Jews. Those seem to be the only groups that are not allowed to have an ERG. Everybody else is allowed to have one. Because CEOs, most of the time, they're not true believers. These are people who just essentially did not want to be called racist and didn't want to lose their jobs, and they wanted to continue with the power that they had. And the best way to do that after George Floyd was just sit down, shut up, and allow these radicals to do whatever they wanted. But we've now experienced 4 years of that. And I think most people in corporate America have been through enough of these trainings where, honestly, if we're being intellectually honest, people would rather have a colonoscopy than do these. They're really degrading in many ways and condescending. But these people have realized, okay, you know what? This is not what we thought we were signing up for.
Well, look at your feedback. Is DEI over? To see the full interview, I'll post it below in the comments. It's Ben Shapiro on any podcast network or Daily Wire, August 28th, 2024. Go to 42 minutes. It's 42 minutes and 52 seconds that Robbie Starbuck comes in on the interview. Check it out. Love to get your feedback. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Foy Rush, Foy, F-O-Y, Rush. We'd really appreciate it.